What if I told you that a single moment, a nervous step through a clinic door, could unravel a mystery so wild, so unexpected, it'll leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about fate? Picture this: a teenage girl, palms sweaty, heart pounding like it's about to burst, walks into a sterile white-walled clinic, expecting nothing more than a routine checkup. But what she finds instead? A doctor who seems to know her in ways she can't explain, whose eyes hold secrets that feel like they're tied to her very soul. Sounds like the start of something you can't look away from, right? Well, buckle up, because in this video, an anxious teen walks into a clinic, only to realize the doctor is her unexpected destiny. I'm gonna take you on a journey that's equal parts heart-wrenching, mind-bending, and totally addictive. By the end of this intro, you're gonna be so hooked, you'll have to stick around to find out what happens next. And trust me, I'm not just teasing you. I'm promising you answers to the questions already swirling in your head. Who is this doctor? Why does this moment feel so huge? And what does it all mean for our anxious teen? So let's dive in, and I'm talking directly to you. Don't you dare click away, because this story is about to become your new obsession. Let's set the scene. Imagine being 17, caught in that messy, overwhelming space where every day feels like a tightrope walk between who you are and who you're supposed to become. That's where we meet Lily, our main girl, a high school junior from a small town in the Midwest, where everyone knows everyone, and secrets are harder to keep than you'd think. Lily's not your typical teen. She's got this quiet intensity, a mind that overthinks every little thing, and a heart that's been bruised by anxiety that creeps up when she least expects it. You know that feeling, don't you? That knot in your stomach when you're about to walk into a room full of strangers, or when you're waiting for someone to text you back, and your brain's already written a novel about why they hate you? That's Lily, every single day. She's relatable, not because she's perfect, but because she's real. She's you, she's me, she's all of us who've ever felt like we're one wrong step away from falling apart. And when we first meet her, she's at her breaking point. Her anxiety's been worse than ever, her grades are slipping, and her mom's been begging her to see a doctor. Not just any doctor though. A new one, someone who's just moved to town, someone Lily's never met. And that's where the story starts to twist. You're probably wondering, okay, what's so special about this doctor? Oh, I'll get there, but let's just say this. The moment Lily locks eyes with Dr. Emma Carter, everything she thought she knew about herself starts to unravel. And I know you're curious. Stick with me, because I'm gonna give you just enough to keep you on the edge of your seat. Now, let's talk about why this story's gonna grab you and not let go. We've all had those moments where life feels like it's throwing us a curveball, right? Maybe it's a chance encounter, a conversation that sticks with you, or a feeling you can't shake. This video taps into that universal truth. Sometimes, the people we meet by accident are the ones who change everything. Lily's story isn't just about a trip to the clinic. It's about destiny, about those eerie, unexplainable connections that make you wonder if the universe is trying to tell you something. And let me be real with you for a second. I know you felt it too. Maybe it was a teacher who saw something in you that you didn't see in yourself, or a stranger who said exactly what you needed to hear at the exact right moment. That's the kind of vibe we're diving into here, but with a twist that's gonna make your jaw drop. I'm not just telling you a story. I'm inviting you to feel it, to live it with Lily, to ask yourself, what would I do if I walked into a room and felt like my whole life was about to change? And here's my promise to you. If you keep watching, I'm gonna answer the big question. Why is this doctor so important to Lily? And trust me, the answer is worth it. So, don't even think about clicking away. You're in this with me now, and I'm not letting you go until we get to the good stuff. Let's paint the atmosphere a little more, because this isn't just any story. It's got that perfect mix of cozy small-town charm and a creeping sense of something bigger, something almost supernatural. Think of a crisp fall day in a place like Stars Hollow from Gilmore Girls, but with a dash of Stranger Things mystery. The clinic itself is this old brick building on the edge of town, the kind of place that's been there forever, with creaky floors and a faint smell of antiseptic that makes your nose wrinkle. Outside, leaves are falling, kids are riding bikes, and life feels normal, until Lily steps inside. The waiting room's quiet, too quiet, and the receptionist's smile is just a little too knowing. Lily's already on edge, her phone buzzing with texts from her best friend Mia, who's begging her to spill why she's been so off lately. But Lily doesn't have answers. Not yet. All she knows is that her heart's racing, and not just because of her anxiety. There's something about this place, this moment, that feels like it's been waiting for her. And when Dr. Emma Carter walks in, tall, confident, with warm brown eyes that seem to see right through her, Lily feels it, a spark, a pull, like she's known this woman her whole life. But how? Why? You're probably screaming at the screen right now, tell me more. And I get it. I'm dying to spill the beans, but I want you to feel what Lily's feeling. The confusion, the curiosity, the need to know what's going on. So let me ask you this. Have you ever met someone and felt like they were meant to be in your life? That's what's happening here. And it's only the beginning. Now, let's talk about Dr. Emma Carter for a second, because she's not just any doctor. She's in her early 30s, with this calm, steady presence that makes you want to trust her. But there's something else there too. A flicker of something guarded, like she's carrying a secret she's not ready to share. She's new to town, and nobody knows much about her, which is weird for a place where gossip spreads faster than wildfire. Lily's heard whispers, rumors about why Emma left her big city hospital job to come to this nowhere town, but she doesn't care about that. Not yet. All she cares about is the way Emma seems to know her, the way her questions cut through Lily's defenses like they've done this dance before. And here's where I'm gonna play dirty to keep you watching. I'm not gonna tell you why Emma's so important yet, but I will tell you that her connection to Lily goes way deeper than a doctor-patient relationship. Is it fate? A past life? Something even crazier? You're gonna have to stick around to find out, because I'm building this mystery just for you, and I know you're too curious to leave now. Think about it. When was the last time a story made you feel like you had to know what happened next? That's what I'm doing here, and I'm doing it because I know you're just like me. You love a good twist, a good romance, a good reason to stay up way too late watching YouTube. Let's zoom out for a minute and talk about why this story matters. At its heart, this video is about more than just Lily and Emma. It's about finding yourself when you feel lost, about trusting your gut when the world's telling you to ignore it, about the people who come into your life and make you believe in something bigger. It's got all the stuff you're searching for on YouTube right now. Teen drama, romance, mystery, small-town secrets, and a dash of destiny that's trending like crazy. But it's not just about the keywords. It's about the feelings. I know you're here because you want to escape, to feel something, to get lost in a story that's gonna make you forget about your own worries for a while. And I'm delivering that, I promise. Lily's anxiety, her fear of not being enough, her hope that there's something more out there, that's all stuff we've felt, and I'm betting it's hitting home for you right now. So let me make a deal with you. Give me your attention for this video, and I'll give you a story that's gonna make you laugh, cry, and maybe even believe in fate a little more. You're not just watching this, you're part of it, and I'm counting on you to stick with me. Can you do that? I know you can, because you're already invested, and I'm not letting you off the hook that easy. As we wrap up this intro, let's crank up the tension. Lily's sitting on the exam table, her sneakers dangling, her hands fidgeting with the hem of her hoodie. Emma's asking her questions, normal stuff like how she's sleeping, how school's going, but there's this undercurrent, this weird energy, like they're both circling something they're afraid to name. Lily's trying to play it cool, but her mind's racing. Why does this feel so familiar? Why does she keep looking at me like that? And then just as Lily's about to ask something, anything, Emma says something so out of left field, so specific, that it stops Lily cold. It's not a diagnosis. It's not advice. It's a single sentence that makes Lily's blood run cold and her heart skip a beat. What did she say? Oh, you're dying to know, aren't you? And I'm not gonna tell you. Not yet. But here's what I will say. That sentence changes everything. It's the key to the mystery, the spark that sets this whole story on fire, and if you want to know what it is, you've got to keep watching. I'm leaving you right here, on the edge of your seat, because I know you're not going anywhere. So, hit that play button, stay with me, and let's find out together what happens when an anxious teen walks into a clinic and realizes her doctor might just be her destiny. Right where we left off, Lily's frozen on that exam table, her breath caught in her throat, her mind replaying the words Dr. Emma Carter just dropped like a bomb. It wasn't a medical question or some casual comment. It was something so personal, so impossibly specific, that it felt like Emma had reached into Lily's soul and pulled out a memory she didn't even know she had. The room feels smaller now, the air thicker, and Lily's eyes are locked on Emma's, searching for an explanation. But Emma's face gives nothing away. Just that calm, steady gaze, like she's waiting for Lily to catch up to something she already knows. You're probably screaming at the screen, begging to know what Emma said, and I get it, I do. I'm dying to spill it, but I'm gonna keep you hanging just a little longer, because this moment is only the beginning of a story that's about to get wilder, deeper, and so much more intense. Let's pull back the curtain a bit, dive into Lily's world, and peel back the layers of this small town, these characters, and the secrets that are starting to bubble up. Stick with me because I'm talking to you, the one who's already hooked, and I'm promising you this. The teen drama, the romance, the mystery. It's all about to level up, and you're not going to want to miss a single second. Lily's life hasn't been easy lately, and to understand why this moment in the clinic hits so hard, we need to know who she is and what she's carrying. Growing up in Willow Creek, a sleepy little town in Ohio where the biggest news is the annual Apple Festival, Lily's always felt like she doesn't quite fit. She's not the cheerleader type, not the straight-A overachiever, not the rebel sneaking out at midnight. She's just Lily. Quiet, introspective, with a sketchbook full of drawings she's too shy to show anyone and a playlist of indie songs that feel like they were written just for her. But her anxiety's been a shadow she can't shake, creeping in during late-night study sessions or when she's stuck in a crowded cafeteria, feeling like everyone's watching her. It's gotten worse this year. Her parents' constant fighting doesn't help, and neither does the pressure of junior year, with college applications looming like a storm cloud. Her mom, Karen, is a nurse who works long shifts and always seems too tired to really listen, while her dad, Tom, is a mechanic who's been distant ever since the argument started. Lily's best friend, Mia, is her lifeline. Loud, fearless, and always ready with a sarcastic quip, but even Mia doesn't know how bad things have gotten. When Lily's panic attacks started hitting harder, Karen insisted on this clinic visit, and Lily only agreed because she was too exhausted to argue. But now, sitting here with Emma, Lily's starting to wonder if this wasn't just a checkup. There's something about Emma's words, something about a moment from Lily's childhood, a detail no stranger should know, that makes her feel like this appointment was meant to happen. And that's where the small-town secrets start to creep in, because Willow Creek isn't as simple as it seems, and neither is Emma's sudden arrival. Let's shift gears and talk about Emma, because she's not just a plot device. She's a puzzle all her own. Dr. Emma Carter rolled into Willow Creek 3 months ago, and in a town where newcomers are rare, she's been the talk of every diner and grocery store aisle. She's young for a doctor, barely into her 30s, with a resume that's impressive but oddly vague. Something about a prestigious hospital in Chicago, a research fellowship, and then, nothing. Why would someone like her trade a big city career for a creaky clinic in the middle of nowhere? The townsfolk have their theories. Some say she's running from a scandal. Others whisper about a broken heart. Lily's heard the rumors, mostly from Mia, who's got a knack for sniffing out gossip. But meeting Emma in person is different. There's a warmth to her, a quiet strength, but also a guardedness, like she's holding back a piece of herself. During their appointment, Emma's questions are standard at first. Sleep patterns, stress levels, diet. But there's a precision to them, like she's testing Lily, watching for something specific. And when she says that one sentence, the one that's got Lily's heart racing, it's not just what she says, but how she says it, with a flicker of recognition, maybe even sadness. You're probably thinking, okay, what's her deal? Is she a friend? A relative? Something weirder. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving how curious you are, because that's exactly where I want you. Emma's past is a locked box, and we're only starting to rattle the lid. But here's a hint. Her move to Willow Creek wasn't random, and her interest in Lily isn't just professional. Keep watching, because the destiny angle is about to get real. Now let's widen the lens and bring in another perspective, because this story isn't just about Lily and Emma, it's about the ripples they're sending through Willow Creek. Enter Mia, Lily's ride-or-die best friend, who's been texting her non-stop during the clinic visit, demanding updates. Mia's the opposite of Lily. Bold, unfiltered, with a TikTok account full of dance videos and a reputation for saying exactly what's on her mind. But Mia's got her own struggles. Her mom's been sick for years, and with medical bills piling up, Mia's been working part-time at the local coffee shop, juggling school and a social life she's determined not to let slip. Mia's noticed Lily pulling away lately, and it's driving her nuts. She's not just worried. She's a little jealous too, because Lily's always been her person, and this whole doctor visit feels like a secret Lily's not sharing. When Lily finally texts back, her message is cryptic. Something weird just happened. I'll tell you later. Mia's not having it. She's already planning to corner Lily at school tomorrow, but what she doesn't know is that her own curiosity is about to pull her into this mystery. Mia's subplot adds another layer. She's not just comic relief or a sidekick. She's got her own questions, her own stakes, and when she starts digging into Emma's background, because you know she will, she's gonna stumble onto something that ties her family to the clinic in ways she never expected. The mystery is growing, and Mia's about to become a key player, whether she's ready or not. Speaking of Willow Creek, let's talk about the town itself, because it's practically a character in this story. On the surface, it's all quaint charm. Main Street lined with mom-and-pop shops, a diner where the coffee's always brewing, and a high school football team that's the heart of Friday nights. But there's a shadow here, a history nobody talks about. Older folks in town still whisper about the clinic, about strange things that happened there decades ago. Patients who got better too fast, records that went missing, a doctor who left under a cloud. Lily's never paid much attention to those stories. She's got enough on her plate. But after Emma's bombshell, she's starting to wonder if there's more to the clinic than meets the eye. And she's not the only one. There's Mr. Hargrove, the town's grumpy librarian, who's been seen lingering near the clinic, clutching an old leather journal he won't let anyone touch. Then there's Sarah, the receptionist, whose overly cheerful demeanor feels like a mask for something else. These little details are starting to pile up, and they're all pointing to one thing. Willow Creek is hiding something, and Emma's arrival has stirred it awake. You're probably itching to know what's in that journal or why Sarah's so nervous, and I'm right there with you. But I'm keeping the small-town secrets under wraps for now, because the tension's only gonna build from here. Let's circle back to Lily, because she's the heart of this story, and her reaction to Emma's words is where the plot thickens. After that moment in the exam room, Lily's a mess. Her thoughts are a jumbled mix of fear, curiosity, and a weird inexplicable pull toward Emma. She wants to bolt, to pretend this never happened, but she also wants to stay, to demand answers. Emma, sensing her panic, softens her tone, offering a smile that's equal parts reassuring and cryptic. She tells Lily to come back next week, that they'll talk more then, but it's not a suggestion, it's almost a plea. Lily nods, grabs her backpack, and stumbles out of the clinic, the autumn air hitting her like a slap. Outside, the world looks the same. Kids on bikes, leaves swirling in the wind, but Lily feels different, like she stepped into a parallel version of her life. She's got questions she's too afraid to ask. How does Emma know that thing about her past? Why does she feel like she's met her before? And what's with the dreams she's been having lately? Vague, hazy images of a place she doesn't recognize, with a voice that sounds suspiciously like Emma's. These dreams are a new wrinkle, a subplot that's gonna weave through the story, and they're raising the stakes. Lily's not just dealing with anxiety or a weird doctor. She's starting to suspect there's something bigger at play, something that might explain why her life's felt so off lately. The teen drama is real, but it's layered with a supernatural vibe that's gonna keep you guessing. As Lily walks home, her phone buzzes again. Mia, of course, demanding to know why she's being so cagey. But there's another message, one that stops Lily in her tracks. It's from an unknown number, no name, just a single line, "Be careful who you trust." Her stomach drops. Who sent it? Is it about Emma? The clinic? Something else entirely? She looks around, half expecting to see someone watching her, but the street's empty. The message is a spark, a new thread in this tangled web, and it's got Lily, and hopefully you, reeling. She shoves her phone in her pocket, her heart pounding, and picks up her pace. Back at the clinic, Emma's still in the exam room, staring at the door Lily just walked through. Her hands are shaking, just slightly, and she pulls a small worn photo from her pocket. A picture of a little girl who looks an awful lot like Lily. Emma's lips move, whispering something we can't hear, and her eyes are wet with unshed tears. What's in that photo? What's Emma hiding? And why does it feel like Lily's entire life is about to turn upside down? I'm leaving you right here, with a million questions and a story that's only getting started. You're in too deep to turn back now, so keep watching because the answers are coming, and they're gonna blow your mind. Lily's sneakers pound the pavement as she hurries home, the cryptic text, "Be careful who you trust," burning a hole in her mind. The streets of Willow Creek, usually so familiar, feel alien under the lengthening shadows of the late afternoon, and every rustle of leaves makes her jump. Her heart's still racing from her encounter with Dr. Emma Carter, from that one sentence Emma spoke in the clinic that seemed to peel back a layer of her past she didn't know existed. It wasn't just the words, it was the way Emma's eyes held hers, like they were sharing a secret neither of them was ready to name. Now, with this anonymous message buzzing on her phone, Lily's anxiety is in overdrive, and the mystery gripping this small town is tightening its hold on her. You're probably on the edge of your seat, wondering who sent that text and what Emma's deal is, and I'm right there with you, itching to spill more. But I'm gonna keep you hooked, because this story, an anxious teen walks into a clinic, only to realize the doctor is her unexpected destiny, is about to take a turn so wild, it'll leave you gasping. The teen drama, the romance, the small-town secrets, they're all colliding, and an unexpected twist is gonna raise the stakes higher than ever. Stay with me, because I'm talking straight to you, and I know you're too deep in this supernatural tale to click away now. As Lily rounds the corner onto her street, her mind is a tornado of questions. Who could know she was at the clinic? Why would they warn her? And why does it feel like Emma's at the center of it all? She's so lost in thought that she almost doesn't notice the figure leaning against a lamppost near her house. Mia, her best friend, arms crossed in a scowl that could melt steel. Mia's been blowing up Lily's phone, and the cryptic text Lily sent earlier clearly didn't cut it. Mia's not just annoyed, she's hurt, sensing Lily's pulling away, and in a town like Willow Creek, where loyalty is everything, that's a big deal. Lily tries to brush it off, mumbling about the clinic being weird, but Mia's not having it. She grabs Lily's arm, her voice low and fierce, and says she saw something at the coffee shop last night. Something that's got her spooked. One of her regular customers, a quiet guy named Ethan who's always scribbling in a notebook, was talking to Sarah, the clinic's receptionist, in hushed tones. Mia overheard them mention Emma's name and something about the old records. When Mia tried to eavesdrop, Ethan caught her eye and bolted. Now Mia's convinced there's a connection, and she's dragging Lily into her amateur detective mode, whether Lily likes it or not. This subplot is heating up, and Mia's not just a sidekick. She's stirring the pot, pulling Lily deeper into the mystery and maybe closer to danger. You're probably wondering what's in those records and who Ethan is, and I'm grinning because I know you're hooked. The small-town secrets are piling up, and Mia's about to uncover something that'll change how they both see Willow Creek. Back at the clinic, Emma's alone in the exam room, the photo of the little girl, eerily similar to a young Lily, clutched in her hand. Her calm facade is cracking, her breath is uneven, and she's muttering to herself, words like not yet and too soon. The photo's edges are worn, like it's been handled 1,000 times, and there's a date scrawled on the back. August 15, 2009. If you're doing the math, that's 16 years ago, when Lily was just a toddler. Emma's connection to Lily is clearly more than professional, but the destiny angle is getting murkier. Is she a family friend? A relative? Something stranger? Emma's about to tuck the photo away when Sarah, the receptionist, knocks and steps in, her usual cheery smile replaced by a nervous twitch. She hesitates, then hands Emma a manila folder, saying it was left in the archive room. Emma's face pales as she opens it, scanning pages filled with handwritten notes, dates, and names. Some circled, some crossed out. One name stands out. Lily's. Emma snaps the folder shut, her voice sharp as she tells Sarah to keep this quiet. But Sarah's already backing away, her eyes darting to the door, and it's clear she's not as innocent as she seems. This folder is a game changer, a clue to the clinic's shadowy past, and it's tying Emma to Lily in ways that scream supernatural and conspiracy. You're probably yelling, "What's in the folder?" And I'm loving it, because this is where the tension skyrockets, and we're not slowing down. Now, here comes the twist, and trust me, you didn't see this coming. Lily finally gets home, her head spinning from Mia's theories and that anonymous text. She's barely through the door when her mom, Karen, calls her into the kitchen. Karen's exhausted, her nurse's scrubs wrinkled from a double shift, but there's something off about her tonight. She's fidgety, avoiding Lily's eyes. Lily's about to mention the clinic when Karen drops a bombshell. She's been digging through old family photos for a scrapbook project, and she found something strange. Tucked in a box of Lily's baby pictures was a letter, yellowed and sealed, addressed to Lily but never opened. Karen hands it over, her hands trembling, and says she has no idea who it's from. Lily's stomach twists as she tears it open, revealing a single page in elegant looping handwriting. The letter starts, "My dearest Lily, if you're reading this, it means you've found her." The signature at the bottom? Dr. Emma Carter. Lily's world tilts. How could Emma have written her a letter years ago, when Lily was a baby, long before she moved to Willow Creek? Karen's watching her, tears in her eyes, and admits she knew Emma's name sounded familiar but couldn't place it. This isn't just a romance or a teen drama anymore. It's a full-blown mystery with stakes that feel personal and cosmic. Lily's holding proof that Emma's been part of her life far longer than she realized, and the anonymous text suddenly feels like a warning she can't ignore. You're probably freaking out, wondering how Emma knew Lily back then, and I'm right there with you, because this twist is rewriting everything we thought we knew. The subplots are weaving tighter now, each one adding fuel to the fire. Mia's not letting up. She's already texting Ethan, pretending to be casual, but he's cagey, hinting that the clinic's history is bigger than anyone knows. Mia's digging could land her in trouble, especially since Ethan's not just a random guy. He's got his own reasons for snooping, tied to a family tragedy he won't talk about. Meanwhile, Mr. Hargrove, the librarian, is seen slipping into the clinic after hours, his journal now tucked under his arm like a weapon. He's not just a nosy old man, he's hunting for something, and his late-night visit suggests he's closer to the truth than Lily or Mia. Back at home, Lily's rereading the letter, her dreams of that unfamiliar place growing sharper, more vivid. Last night, she saw a garden, a woman's silhouette, and heard a voice, Emma's, saying, "You're the key." The supernatural vibes are undeniable now, and Lily's starting to wonder if her anxiety, her dreams, even her connection to Emma, are part of something bigger. Maybe something tied to the clinic's past. Karen's no help. She's dodging questions, claiming she doesn't remember much from Lily's early years, but her evasiveness is suspicious. The anonymous texter strikes again, this time with a photo of the clinic at night, captioned, "They're watching." Lily's scared, but she's also angry. She's done being in the dark. She texts Emma, demanding a meeting, and Emma agrees, but her reply is cryptic. "Come alone. Tomorrow. Midnight." Midnight? At the clinic? This is no ordinary appointment, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Lily's standing in her room, the letter in one hand, her phone in the other, and the weight of everything. Emma's words, the text, the dreams, the folder, the photo, crashing down on her. She's not just an anxious teen anymore. She's a girl on the edge of uncovering a truth that could change her life, her town, maybe even her understanding of reality. Mia's calling, Ethan's lurking, Hargrove sneaking, Sarah's hiding, and Karen's lying. And Emma? She's at the heart of it all, her photo of a young Lily burning a hole in her pocket as she prepares for their midnight meeting. The air in Willow Creek is electric, like a storm's about to break, and Lily's about to walk right into it. What's in that folder? Who's watching? And why is Lily the key? I'm leaving you here, heart pounding, because the destiny tying Lily and Emma is unraveling, and the climax is closer than you think. Keep watching, because the next part's gonna blow the roof off this small-town secret saga, and you're not gonna want to miss it. The clock on Lily's phone reads 11:47 p.m., and she's standing at the edge of Willow Creek's main street, the clinic's brick facade looming under a moonless sky. Her heart's hammering, the anonymous text, "They're watching," and Emma's cryptic midnight summons swirling in her mind. The letter from Emma, written 16 years ago when Lily was a toddler, is folded in her pocket, its words, "You found her," burning like a brand. Lily's no longer just an anxious teen. She's a girl on the brink of unraveling a mystery that's tangled her life with Dr. Emma Carter's in ways she can't yet grasp. The air's thick with the scent of damp leaves and the weight of small-town secrets, and every shadow feels like it's hiding answers, or threats. You're probably gripping your screen, dying to know what's waiting for Lily inside that clinic, and I'm right there with you, buzzing with the thrill of this teen drama reaching its peak. This is it, the climax of an anxious teen walks into a clinic, only to realize the doctor is her unexpected destiny. I'm talking straight to you, the one who's stuck with me through every twist, and I'm promising you a finale that'll tie up the romance, the supernatural vibes, and the conspiracy in a way that'll leave you stunned. Don't you dare click away, because this ending's gonna hit you in the feels and leave you thinking about it for days. Lily takes a deep breath and pushes open the clinic's heavy door, the creak echoing in the silent waiting room. The lights are dim, casting long shadows, and Sarah's nowhere in sight, thankfully, because Lily's not sure she trusts her anymore. Emma's waiting in the exam room, her face pale but resolute, the manila folder from earlier on the table beside her. There's no small talk, no pretense. Emma gestures for Lily to sit, her voice low and urgent as she starts to explain. The truth comes in waves, each one crashing harder than the last. 16 years ago, Emma was a medical student working on a secretive project at the clinic, back when it was a hub for experimental research on genetic memory. Studies that claimed trauma and experiences could be passed down through DNA. Lily's mother, Karen, was a volunteer in the program, pregnant with Lily at the time. Emma, young and idealistic, bonded with Karen, but the project went wrong. Patients started reporting vivid dreams, memories that weren't theirs, and the lead researcher vanished under suspicious circumstances. Emma was told to destroy the records, but she kept some, including a photo of baby Lily, because she felt a connection she couldn't explain. The letter Lily found? Emma wrote it in a moment of desperation, hoping one day Lily would find her and uncover the truth. Lily's dreams, her anxiety, her pull toward Emma, they're not random. She's carrying fragments of memories from the experiment, echoes of a past that's not entirely her own. This revelation is the heart of the supernatural thread, and Lily's reeling, her hands shaking as she tries to process it. You're probably gasping, piecing together how this ties to the destiny angle, and I'm loving how it's all coming together, but we're not done yet. The climax hits when the door bursts open, and Mr. Hargrove, the librarian, storms in, his leather journal clutched like a lifeline. He's not just a nosy old man. He's the brother of the researcher who disappeared, and he's spent years tracking the project's fallout. His journal is filled with names, dates, and proof that the clinic's experiments never really stopped. Hargrove's voice is raw as he accuses Emma of hiding the truth, but before she can respond, Sarah appears, a syringe in her hand and a cold edge to her smile. Turns out, Sarah's been working for a shadowy group tied to the original project, one that's been monitoring Lily, waiting to see if the genetic memory effects would surface. The anonymous texts? Sarah sent them, hoping to scare Lily into backing off, but it backfired. Now, with everyone in the room, the tension's electric. Lily's caught in the middle, her fear giving way to fury. She's done being a pawn. She grabs the folder, shouting that she deserves the truth, and in the chaos, Mia bursts in. Yep, Mia, who followed Lily because she's too stubborn to stay out of it, tackles Sarah, knocking the syringe away. It's a heart-pounding moment, the teen drama colliding with conspiracy as Lily, Emma, and Mia face off against Sarah and Hargrove's rage. Lily's the key, just like her dream said, not just to the past, but to stopping this group from restarting the experiments. You're probably cheering for Mia and screaming for Lily to run, but hold tight, because the resolution's coming, and it's gonna be epic. Emma takes charge, her voice steady as she tells Hargrove the full story. She's been in Willow Creek to protect Lily, not exploit her. The folder holds evidence that could expose the group, and Emma's been gathering it to keep Lily safe. Hargrove, softened by Emma's honesty, hands over his journal, adding his own proof. Sarah, cornered, tries to flee, but Mia's already called Ethan, who's not just a coffee shop lurker. He's a hacker who's been digging into the clinic's digital trails. Ethan's outside, live streaming the confrontation to his small but loyal online following, ensuring Sarah can't disappear. The group's exposed, and Lily's the one who makes it happen, reading from the folder and Hargrove's journal, her voice shaking but strong. The main conflict, Lily's search for her place in this mystery, resolves as she claims her power, choosing to share the truth rather than hide from it. Karen arrives, tearful, admitting she suppressed memories of the experiment out of guilt, but she's proud of Lily's courage. The romance thread, subtle but present, finds closure in Emma and Lily's bond. Not romantic love, but a deep, almost familial connection, forged by shared history and mutual trust. Emma promises to help Lily manage her dreams, using her medical expertise to ground the supernatural in something hopeful. The subplots wrap up too. Mia's bravery earns her Ethan's respect, sparking a potential new friendship, and Hargrove finds peace, his brother's legacy preserved. Willow Creek secrets are out, and the clinic's dark past is finally laid to rest. You're probably feeling that rush of a story well told, but I've got one last trick up my sleeve. Here's the final twist, and it's a doozy. As Lily leaves the clinic, the folder tucked under her arm, she notices a new text from an unknown number. It's not Sarah this time. It's a message from someone claiming to be the original researcher, Hargrove's brother, alive and in hiding. The text reads, "You're not the only key, Lily. There's another." Lily's breath catches, her eyes wide as she stares at the screen. The camera pans out, the clinic fading into the night, and we're left with a heartbeat of silence. Who's the other key? What does this mean for Lily's future? This twist doesn't unravel the resolution. It adds a spark, a hint that Lily's destiny is far from over, leaving you in awe and craving more. The story's takeaway hits hard. Sometimes the truth sets you free, but it also opens new doors you never expected. Lily's journey from anxious teen to fearless truth seeker shows that courage isn't about being unafraid. It's about facing the unknown, even when it scares you. For you, watching this, I hope you're inspired to chase your own truths, to trust those gut feelings that say something's meant to be. This small-town secret saga, wrapped in teen drama and supernatural thrills, ends with Lily stronger, Willow Creek changed, and a lingering question that'll stick with you. Thanks for staying with me. You're the reason this story came to life, and I know you're going to carry it with you long after the screen goes dark.